Yeah, feeling lucky, punk? Go ahead, take another step. We've got traps set in the floor. Just feeling lucky, punk? Frickin' ripping off other things, Rocket Grunt. Oh my god, no, what did I just do? I hit the Windows button, I just pulled up, like, my Windows... I'm gonna, like, totally mess up this recording, like, something terrible is going to happen. That did happen yesterday when I was rendering some parts, and I ended up with a video that was, like, 7.8 megabytes in size, and I was like, why? Because I think for some reason what happens with this computer sometimes is when I'm rendering videos, if I'm not actually on the computer, it might go into hibernate mode. I don't know why, like, I'm like tone deaf or something when I said hibernate mode. But yeah, and it ended up, I don't know what happened. I think I might have accidentally hit the X at the top of the freaking program. That could probably have had something to do with it too, but I don't know. Cause like I think I accidentally hit the X button on the on Pinnacle, but for some reason it kept rendering, so I was like, oh, okay. But I made like a ping noise. This is the most boring team ever. Like, really, you have a bunch of Rattatas? Like, these rockets are just... I don't know, man. Do I want to go, like, what's with these little random, like, rectangles of enemies that I'm seeing, like, below this guy? Which maybe I'll get to someday if it doesn't... Oh my god, like, you just have 4 level 16 Rattatas. Is this one 16 too? Jesus. Ugh. Oh my god, I'm done with class for the day, though. Because I already had class at, like, the reason I even had breakfast today is because of the fact that I had classes. I usually don't remember to have breakfast on, like, Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, because I just don't, like, feel motivated to, because I have to go to class at, like, 10, and I'm usually not... I mean, sometimes I'll get breakfast, but I'm not... I don't know. It depends if I... Like, usually I have food here, so I don't usually... I'm just in the routine of, like, always having breakfast on Tuesday and Thursday, because I have an 8 AM class, which gets out at, like, 9:15, so I go right to breakfast with my friends. But usually on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, yeah, I don't get it, because I usually have crap in my room, but because we're, like, at the end of the semester, I don't have anything in my room anymore. Oh, awesome. I don't have anything in my room anymore, so it just doesn't occur to me. I have to go get milk, too, because I don't have enough milk for tea, but, like, the thing with, like, shopping for stuff, for, like, groceries and crap, like, the end of the semester, it's like... Good heavens, I don't know what this is weird. Do I want to fight all these things? It seems kind of stupid. They're pretty decently leveled, though, I'll say that. But yeah, I've already... I would normally have... Because today's Tuesday. And I would normally have another class later, but... Which was my lab for frickin' environmental biology, which to be fair, environmental biology is a pretty cool class. Do I not? Okay, I guess I do have to fight them again. Well, screw that. I'm going around. I don't want to fight all this crap. I normally have my lab, which is like a 2-hour-long class, which you have to have along with it. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever, it'll kill the thing. Which you have to have along with environmental biology if you're taking a specific course. Which again, environmental biology is a really cool class, and I love the lecture, but you have to have a lab along with it. But I already took the lab. Well, I was in the lab, and we had our last class, like, a couple weeks ago, so I've just been, you know, elated. Because the lab kind of sucked. Well, it didn't... The lab probably would have been a lot better if I had the same professor for lab that I do in lecture, but it's a different... Like, it's the same class. Like, the whole thing is that the lab and the class... Oh, hello, Lance. Are you alright? Your Pokemon are hurt and tired. They're really not. Give them some of my medicine. Oh, tremendous. Yeah, let's give it our... Best for Pokemon? What did he say? That's one of these weird things. But yeah, you rotten little pest! The lab was really not all that great because it's like it's not even just because I had a different professor for the lab than I do for the lecture that it goes along with, but she was kind of a mediocre professor too. Just like really not organized, so it kind of made it an issue. She hasn't responded to my emails either, because like for the first time in the semester, like we had to email her the last assignment for the lab, which I did for my lab team, and I emailed it to the right email address. Like I'm 100% sure because it's the right email address that she gave us, and it's like online and everything. but she didn't respond back. But it's like she neither responded back and she didn't even like, I don't know, she didn't tell me if she got it. She also didn't tell me if like I didn't send it. So I really don't know. Like I might have to actually like go see her at her office just to confirm that like she got my flippin' email. But it's so annoying. Like, you should respond to emails. Like, you know, like, acknowledge the fact that you got it. But either way, it doesn't... Like, whatever. Like, I passed the lab anyway, because I know I got the minimum number of points to need to get for the to pass the lab anyway. For the semester. So even if I don't... If she didn't get this thing, which I hope she did. I wouldn't... I mean, I want to get the best grade I can get, obviously. But even so, I'd still pass. But I don't have the lab anymore, which is nice. And even environmental biology, like, we still have class, but the final, I very happily found out the other day from the professor. He said that the final's gonna be online. We have, like, a day to do it, but he said that the entire final for the class will be all online, and that we don't have to show up for 4 finals. Which is really nice. But the one class I did have today was one of my comm classes, because I am a comm major. I know I probably talked about it before, but I was an English education major until recently, when I realized that would be a bad idea. I mean, I'm not even really sure what I want to do with the comm major as of right now, but it's definitely very interesting and fun, because I mean, in one of my classes, this is probably like a thing, right? An item? No? I guess not. Unless it's like hidden or something. There's like a Pokémon. There's Voltorbs like trapped over there. Well, I'll fight this guy. I'll fight the damn trainers. The door won't open? Well, duh, it has to have a password that only Team Rocket knows. Well, isn't that interesting? Maybe very soon I'll know the password. But it's a pretty cool... I mean, well, the comm class that I'm in right now that I had today... It's cool. It's just incredible. It's like an introductory comm class. It's like before we get to like the legitimate like communications classes for the major, which is very interesting so far. I'm not really sure what I want to do with it, but it's obviously like, you know, it's communication, so it's like really broad. So it's a good place to start aside from just being like undeclared or whatever. But you know, me and my awesome game plan here. But yeah, and it's not that bad either, because it's like an 8 AM, so I have to be up that early anyway for it. Which I don't know why people complain about 8 AMs in college, like especially people that I like if you went to high school, I mean we've been waking up for like for someone that woke up at like 6 o'clock every morning before I had to show up to school, it's like, why would I complain about having to go to an 8 AM? Like that's like a godsend. Like I don't see what people are complaining about. It takes 2 passwords to get into the boss's quarters. Those passwords are known only to a few rockets. That rocket there very graciously told me so. Alright, let's go get the passwords. Okay, buddy. I'm going this way first. And what a good idea that was. But our assignment right now is that we have to, like, analyze 2 comedies. And, oh, there's someone in there. We have to, like, analyze 2 comedies and write a paper about it, which I was really excited about, because one of the comedies is It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, but the other one was not a very good film, which was, like... What was it called? It was Working Girl with Harrison Ford, and Sigourney Weaver was in it too, and it wasn't very funny. Like, I'm not sure to what end that is considered a comedy, because I didn't really see why it was funny at all. It was lighthearted, and I can see how one might say it has charm to it, but I just thought, like, wow, this is a really... I'm not really sure why he chose this as a comedy, but I was annoyed today when he said that he was considering choosing Ghostbusters for the comedy, because for comparing It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, and the other comedy he was going to choose is Ghostbusters, which is my favorite film of all time, if you didn't know. And I was so annoyed, because I was like, really, dude? You picked Working Girl instead? We have to watch this crap? Like, I could have had the option to watch Ghostbusters. How dare you? Crazy ass Ditto, get out of here. But yeah. And then too, someone like did a presentation today on, because we were doing like presentations in class, and I did mine on how like Stephen Colbert is replacing David Letterman, which I'm pretty excited about because I love Stephen Colbert, and I think that'll be great. fight me. Yuck, 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 yuck. You're challenging me to a battle? Ah, you're nuts, but you have guts. I like that. If you can beat me, I'll tell you a password to the boss's room. That's really a bad idea. You don't have to tell me. It would just be not good for you if you did that. But okay, do what you want. It's your life. Well, I'm excited about Stephen Colbert. I think that'll be really good because Stephen Colbert is hilarious, and I've loved Stephen Colbert for a very long time. But today, like, because it was brought up in class that my professor was thinking about having us watch Ghostbusters for the comedy, because this girl did a presentation today on Harold Ramis, and you know, at first I was like really excited, but I got kind of annoyed because she kept spelling Harold Ramis wrong in the presentation. Like, she did like a PowerPoint to present like how Harold Ramis like sort of like reinvented, like really created the whole straight face comedy thing with Bill Murray, you know. You know what it is, you know, if you've seen like Ghostbusters or Groundhog Day and all that. But what's the password? Yuck, yuck, yuck. The password to the boss's room? Oh, I think it's Eradicate Tail. Okay, should I write that down, or is it really... Eradicate Tail, okay. Eradicate, well, okay, well that's not that hard to remember at all, I guess, but... Is it two... Is it that it's two passwords, or that it's a two-word password? I don't even know anymore. Did I deal with this guy already? Yes, apparently. How do I get through there? There's probably a staircase on the other side. Right? Yeah, probably. Yeah, there's a door in there too. Okay. But she kept spelling Harold Ramis's name wrong. She kept spelling it like Remus. Like R-E-M-I-S, which I was just like, really? Like, how do you do a presentation on... Like, if you have to find an article about the guy anyway to do your presentation, like, you're basing it off of an article that you're finding, so how did you spell... Like, how could you possibly spell his name wrong if you saw it, like, all those times when researching it? Like, ugh. Like, this, like, normally I'm already kind of nitpicky about, like, people making, like, grammatical mistakes, just spelling errors in general in presentations and stuff like that, where, like, there's actual text to see. But it's happened so much in this in this comm class with presentations that I've noticed. Like, people just making, like, the most ridiculous mistakes. I'm just like, really? You don't know how to spell that or whatever? I mean, I'm certainly guilty of it too sometimes, but still, it's like, wow. Like, this one person spelled focuses. Like, you know, normally it would be spelled like F-O-C-E... Or no. Yeah, maybe I don't know how to spell F-O-C-U-S-E-S, you know, like focuses, like to focus, like he focuses on this. But they spelled it like F-O-C-U-S''S, and I was like, what? To what end does Focus have any ownership right now? Like, it's Focus's job. What? A mere tactical cost to me. Tactical error. What does this computer say? Nothing? Just a computer? Alright, now who are you? Do I know the password? Maybe. But no weakling's going to get it. I think I already know the password, man. It's Eradicate Tail. For some odd reason. Hey, look, it's... Rocket Grunt wants to battle. It's Jesse or whatever. Well, no, it's not... I guess it's not technically oh, look, Ekans, eh? Well, I have Arbok. Which is... What, Cobra backwards? Why is it just like the frickin' names of these things backwards? Like, it just seems so random. I mean, that is what Cobra is backwards, right? Arbok, yeah. Well, just with the K. That's funny. Lest you think I didn't notice. I do notice this. I did notice that frickin' Arbok backwards is Cobra. Oh, look at this thing. Ugh. Whenever I see this thing, it looks like it's, like, for some reason the colors look weird to me. Like, it looks like it's supposed to be, like, shiny or something, but I don't know. Well, that's not gonna be very... It's a frickin' plant type, you idiot. Don't take my crap. You call that super effective? Alright, I can't imagine... Well, ice... I feel like ice is just good against a whole bunch of crap. Such as plants. Yeah. And then some other... Like, I forget what the problem was today. Alright, stop, I'll tell you. Someone today said, like... They said, instead of saying proven, they said proved when they shouldn't. I don't know. Whatever, I'm not gonna complain about all this. The password of the boss's room is Slowpoke Tail. but it's useless unless you have 2 passwords. Well, I just so happen to have both of them. Alright, did I already... I think I didn't fight this guy yet. Oh no, he already... the guy in the cape is incredibly tough. Fascinating. You guys just all suck at your jobs. I've already gone this way, yeah. Is this the boss's room? The door is closed. It needs a password to open. Well, I have the passwords. 2 people have told me what the passwords are. Am I doing this wrong? Well, the boss knows the password for that door. Where's the boss? Who knows? Go look for yourself. Oh, so I guess I haven't found the right... So that's probably a different door that requires a different password. I would hope. I don't know if that's the right thing. Because I know there's a door up there, but I'm not sure how to get to it. Because this guy was useful. He told me that it was like Raticate Tail, but I'm not sure. Because then how do I get through to there? I was already... Oh, here's a staircase. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Alright, what's this computer? Is this... do anything for me? No? I guess not. But yeah, I would have been pretty stoked, because... I mean, it's a pretty short assignment, but just the fact that I could have said, like, oh yes, I did a paper on It's a Mad, 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 Mad World and Ghostbusters. And like what's more is that like I wouldn't even have chosen to do the films anyway for the class. Like, oh, for this the next assignment, you're gonna compare these movies, but whatever. It's a pretty short. It's not like a huge like 10-page paper. It's a pretty short thing, but it would have been cool anyway. To do an assignment on Ghost. I mean, I've probably already. Come to think of it, I've probably already done assignments in the past on Ghostbusters. And then people in the class were just like, yeah, they just announced that they're going to be doing a Ghostbusters 3. Like, yeah, they just announced that. I mean, I think that's been a thing for a while that they keep. I mean, it's been so up in the air for the longest time. Like, yeah, we're doing Ghostbusters 3. We don't know how though. Like, don't do a Ghostbusters 3. You shouldn't have done a Ghostbusters 2. Freaking blockbuster hits. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Ghostbusters. It's my favorite film, but Ghostbusters 2 is just ugh. I'm just not a fan of that movie at all. I mean, it's entertaining. Like, I watch it, but I just don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it's kind of... I mean, what would you expect? Like, of course they're gonna end up doing it, like... Inevitably they're going to do a Ghostbusters 2 after the success of Ghostbusters 1. Oh, piss off, Rattata. But I just don't want them to make a Ghostbusters 3. Like, just let it go. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, turn away and slam the door. I'm not afraid to admit that I know all the lyrics to that song, because I love Let It Go. And I enjoyed Frozen. I wasn't a big fan of the Trolls, though. The Trolls just pissed me off. Oh, what are you doing here? Didn't I tell you that I was going to destroy Team Rocket? Tell me, who was the guy in the cape who used Dragon Pokémon? My Pokémon were no match at all. I don't care that I lost, I can beat him by getting stronger Pokémon. It's what he said that bothers me. He told me that I don't love and trust my Pokémon enough. You don't. I'm furious that I lost to a bleeding heart like him. I don't have the time for this likes of you. I'm not fighting him? Okay, fine. Who wants to fight that chump anyway? That frickin' Chuckle Monkey. The door's closed. The door's open! Hey! Alright, am I gonna deal with you? Is this like Giovanni? What? Who are you? This is the office of our leader, oh, well, he has the same voice as the other guy. Our leader, Giovanni. Since disbanding Team Rocket 3 years ago, he has been in training. But we're certain he'll be back someday to assume command again. That's why we're standing guard. I won't let anyone disturb this place. So are you the boss? Where is Giovanni? Oh, look at this piece of work. Rocket Executive. Alright. He looks kind of weird. He looks familiar for some reason. I'm not sure why. I'll deal with you though. Give me a real challenge. I probably just like shouldn't, because usually I do like a little bit of leveling up off screen like between each recording session. I probably won't this time because I feel like I'm just too good. Tough. You're too dang tough, son. No, I'll keep out. Eradicate. Oh ho ho. I'm shaking in me boots. My burgundy boots. I love how David Tennant has that video diary for Doctor Who. I've watched like all of them, because David Tennant's just such a funny, just cool, charming person. So like I found out that he had all those, because like I mentioned that I've been watching, like I've gotten into Doctor Who lately, and I've watched up to, like I just started season 5 now that Clock Moffat's taken over, but I didn't get very far because I was like, I need to take a break from this. Because I watched all the first 4 seasons, and it's like, it feels like a different show now that Moffat's taken over, but whatever, I'll still enjoy it, surely. I mean, I watched the first 3 episodes, and I'm still into it. I just need to take a little bit of a break from Doctor Who for a while, but like, David Tennant's just the man. I just love, and like, I love the fact that he had that frickin' the video diary, where it's just like him goofing around, him and like John Barrowman and all of them. He just seems awesome. I couldn't do a thing. Giovanni, please forgive me. I have to remember to do the Bane voice for Giovanni, because Giovanni's Bane, apparently. No, I can't let this affect me. I have to inform the others. What a dumbass. What are you doing here? What is this? Murkrow. The password is... Hail Giovanni. Okay. What kind of these lame-ass passwords, like Slowpoke Tail, Eradicate Tail. Ooh. What are those things in the middle, like powering the building or something? Like I see a bunch of Voltorbs, like can I get to them? Like I don't even know what the deal is right now. What's the Squircle finger? Already dealt with you. Okay, now I can get to the middle. Well, what's this TM? I guess I should probably check what that is. Maybe heal. I don't even think I need to heal. Thief. An attack that may steal a held item. I could care less. As I've said, I go for the brute force way of doing things. Kind of like in Mario RPG. So I always... I normally... Like, I used to go, like, with Bowser, Geno, and... Well, obviously you can't not be Mario, but I always used to do that, but... Lately I've been switching up, because I enjoy using Mallow more since I've gotten older. Because it's one of those games where, like, it's fun to play it differently each time. Hold it right there. What is it? We can't have a brat like you on the loose. It's harmful to Team Rocket's pride, you see. However strong you may be, you can't take both of us at the same time. Sorry, baby, now get ready to be thrashed. Oh my. Hey, don't be so selfish. Spread the fun around. What the hell? What, you had an accomplice? Where is your sense of honor? Where's your sense of honor? As the interim boss in place of Giovanni, I'll show you how wrong it is to meddle with Team Rocket. Is this a 2-on-2 right now? I'm not sure I'm mentally prepared for this. Rocket Executive. Okay, so I guess frickin' Lance is gonna... Yeah, see, it's Cobra. I guess Lance is gonna handle the other guy. Maybe the other guy was the male executive? I don't know. I'm not really sure what life is right now. He's just Ice Punch. See what that does for me. Not as much as I would hope. Frickin' Leer is just the most horrifying thing I've ever seen in my life. Right, get out of here, you bum. He's got a face on your chest, like no one needs to see that, Arbok. Arbok, Cobra, Ekans, Snake. Ah. Nope. I'll see if I can't get Vibo to 37. And Ice Punch is... Ice is good against, like, everything, I feel like. Actually, isn't the gym here ice-themed? I think it might be. I feel like because I remember I read a sign on the outside of the gym at some point that said, like, the ice-cold gym, led by... I don't remember who the gym leader is. I think it's just one of those random things. Oh, I've seen this thing before. I like this thing. I've seen, like, I remember it from, like, the show. I don't think I've actually... I don't think I've actually seen it in the game before. Maybe I have, I don't know. Jesus. Give me a challenge, executives. You really are strong. It's too bad. If you were to join Team Rocket, you could become an executive. Sounds like a boring job. This hideout is done for, but that's fine. The broadcast experiment was a total success. It doesn't matter what happens to this hideout now. We have much bigger plans. You'll come to appreciate Team Rocket's true power soon enough. Enjoy yourself while you can. Well, F you too. That did it. We beat all the rockets here or whatever, but I'm concerned about the young guy I battled in the process. Sorry, Harry, I saw how well you were doing, so I just hung back. Now all there is left to do is turn off that odd radio signal. And also maybe, like, free the Pokémon that are incarcerated here. It's this machine that's causing all the problems. I don't see a switch on it. We have no choice. We have to make all the electrode faint. That should stop this machine from transmitting that strange signal. It's no fault of the Pokémon, so it makes me feel guilty. Harry, let's split the job. Have to fight all the have to fight each frickin' electrode. Have to kill them all. I knew there was something dubious going on here. Like the Duke of the Duke of Weaseltown. It's Wesselton! Alright. Come on, Vibo, you can handle these electrodes. Oof. Oh, pshaw. Alright, let's just headbutt this damn thing. Then I could probably... I'm curious to go back to that other place that I was in before, like in that earlier part of the lair where there were random enemies in that strange little zone. Somewhere in that zone, for the first time in forever. No, what did I just do? I probably should have Calcifer up in front because if the gym is ice-themed, I should probably make sure I have a up-to-snuff fire type on my team right now. And it might be a good idea to give. Maybe I should give Fire Punch to Irene, but I don't want to give Fire Punch to Irene actually, because I don't know. I feel like I like Irene being like a psychic electric type thing right now. I don't know why. It just kind of seems cool. Oh god, oh, stretch for the love of God, stretch. Oh. Oy vey. Oh, come on, really? I mean, I guess I could try to catch the thing. I don't see why not. Actually, I do see why not, because I don't want to just... I feel bad about just catching Pokemon that I'm never going to use. I'm not really that interested in electrodes. If I see cool... I mean, you know the rule of thumb with me, guys. If I see something cool or shiny that catches my eye, I'll be like, ooh, I'll catch that. I feel like Lance is getting, like, wrecked right now. Like, I feel like I'm gonna go over to see how Lance is doing and be like, oh, I got beaten. I done got beat by the electrodes. You know, like he's like I'm probably gonna have to fight Lance. I mean, Lance is probably like in the frickin' Indigo Plateau or whatever it is. Well, no, that's the thing from Pokemon Yellow. I'm not sure what the thing would be in this game. Flame Wheel is pretty good for a move that doesn't really require much or has a lot of PP. I can use it like 25 times, I think. Like, that's pretty good for Flame. Like, it's pretty powerful, I feel like. Alright, I killed them all. Well, I made them all faint, quote-unquote. I mean, they're gone from my eyes. That odd signal has finally stopped. The lake should be back to normal. You're the hero, let me thank you. On behalf of all the Pokemon. Oh yes, you should take this. I found it here, but I don't have any need for it. HMOs, there are more HMs apparently. Well, would you look at that? Alright. And the TM pocket. That's Whirlpool. Teach it to a Pokemon to get across wild water. But keep this in mind, you can't use that out of battle only with the badge from Mahogany Gem. Okay. Harry. The journey to becoming the Pokemon Master is long and difficult. Knowing that, will you keep going? I see. No, you're right. If you would give up that easily, you would have never chased that dream in the first place. I look forward to seeing you again. Oh, he just walked out. The first time I saw him leave, he like flew away. I'm kind of not nearly as cool. Well, wasn't that interesting?